Oh, baby, this is it. The final episode of Tokyo Ghoul. And knowing how this usually goes down, a little while after I release this, there'll be announcement of a Tokyo Ghoul remake? Maybe? Yeah. And while I will say that, as a whole, I've loved Tokyo. It is an amazingly crafted story. The only downside is the limits of the manga are on full display. Just certain constraints, just certain things that aren't able to be expressed as well as they could be because of the limitation of the media of the manga. It's very obvious that the mangaka had more ideas than what they could actually put out in the manga. But then when you get to the anime, it has its own constraint, cutting down the story so much, condensing things, moving things around. You don't end up with a terrible story. I won't say the story has been terrible in terms of the anime, but it just kind of loses itself after a certain point. Whereas I feel like the manga keeps a lot of its themes going very strong. The anime just kind of loses itself, and that's not even counting what happens in Route A. Even the stuff for the re-anime has just been kind of like, I feel like you guys have kind of lost what you were aiming for in terms of what you were portraying. Like, certain things haven't been as strong as they could be in terms of the anime. Almost as if they just didn't know what to emphasize. The simplified nature didn't affect the initial season as badly, but getting to this that has so many moving plot points, this is not a place to simplify things. The anime should have been a place to elaborate more on certain things, to help highlight certain aspects that were brought out in terms of the manga. And the thing is, watching the anime is easy enough, but then reading the manga, where I'm essentially reading a manga volume damn near per episode, is very taxing, especially if I want to get the episode out in a timely manner, because then I'll be searching through things to try to match things up. I know I chose the hardest route for this, but I've always been someone who enjoys kind of comparing and contrasting the manga and anime to some degree. And this isn't my first time having a manga and an anime that deviated greatly, but man, regardless. What happened previously on Tokyo Ghoul Re? After the dragon was unleashed because of Furuta, the dragon has another core located deeper in. So it wasn't just Kaneki, no, there was a multifaceted plan going on here. And in 12 hours, more and more poison will be released that will turn so many people into ghoul. Kaneki has a high resistance to this poison because it has adverse effects on ghouls as well. But Ayato, having known the underground and having explored it, decides to go with him in order to back him up. Meanwhile, V is on the attack, and have even gone so far as to undergo the same ghoulification that the Furuta went under. Now, they're no ordinary washus, they're deadlier than ever, and that is brought even more to the forefront when they bring in the taxidermied owl, the body of Eto, under the control of Pastor Donato. As everyone else tries to fight this creature back, several of the ghouls recognize a sound that seems to be controlling the taxidermied owl. Hanami uses her special senses to suss out that it's the clowns controlling it, so it falls to Amon and Yomo to confront their adversary. As Itori stands out of the way, and it's made clear that she simply is supporting Uta since it seems she has a bit of a thing for him. Uta has done all this because he only truly ever felt alive while fighting Yomo. And though Yomo ultimately wins the battle, he doesn't want to kill Uta as he values their friendship so much, even going so far as to tell Uta to try to kill him as much as he wants. He'll fight him back every time. What a deranged relationship. Speaking of which, as Amon and Donato's battle rages on, it becomes clear that Amon has been holding back. As he unleashes his full power, he fells Donato, and it's revealed that the reason why he could never truly take down Donato before, and why it was so hard this time, because he still loved the man he called his father, and he only could remember the good times they had spent, despite it being poisoned by who Donato truly was. Meanwhile, as Kaneki and Ayato get deeper underground, a horde of the mini-dragons are unleashed, and as Ayato does his best to hold them back, Kaneki moves forward, encountering Furuta, who is guarding the core. It's the final showdown of these two figures. Who will come out on top, and who will slay the beast? Join me as I find out, won't you? Butterfly in the sky. Oh god. Weird seeing them without the hats and stuff. Oh, Arima. Who's that? The English child from the Furuta branch family. Has he caught your attention, Keisha? He seems promising. Thank you for the lesson. Sunieshi seems to favor him quite a bit, out of all the illegitimate children. Wow. Even Arima knew he was skilled. That's not good. Kaneki, he beat Arima, but if you want to call it that. But he's still at the bottom of the Washu family. We all know where he'll end up. Jeez. No wonder he turned into what he became with that mindset. Then again, the Washu family as a whole is effed up. It is wild to see that at one point he was a good kid. It's still kind of hard to understand why Furuta has done all of this. Or Fuerta. Was it just to rebel? Shoot. Even Arima kind of wanted that to a certain degree, so... I'm still conflicted about Rize being captured. I really don't remember when she was captured. And I'm kind of conflicted on the fact that she really has been a pretty much non-entity and yet an incredibly important entity throughout the entire course of this series. It's so weird. Oh, going at it. Neem slash. Jeez. Oh, he's having fun. What's the matter? Take that. Oh, got his neck. You didn't fall. In that case, slice. It's still not done yet. Yeah, he is definitely of the same family. Oh, gee. I've always wanted to give my all, at least once, in a sword fight. Oh, really? He made a sword. And yeah, why not? Those things can damn near do anything and everything at this point. And he was trained by Arima, so see how that goes. The Fool's Restoration. Come on, do it. Do it. Cut me down, damn it. Let's slash each other to pieces. Oh, did he get him? Owie, man, that stings. That's how it should be. We have to put our lives on the line. Oh god, he's getting off on this. Otherwise, it's just no fun. Keeping the safety on everything makes it so boring. Everyone in the end are just pieces upon the board. Now then. Let's play house. Assistant special class. Oh, jeez. Nice. Oh, god, there's still so many. How many of those things are there? Damn. Yeah. Isn't this exhilarating? Die. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice! Oof. Just already, you piece of trash. You really are strong, truly. Yeah, no kidding. I'm not talented like you. Not smart and I'm not strong. The world. I can even protect a small country. Keep losing to you this whole time. But this time, I'm gonna do it. I want to win against you. I want to win and protect everyone. Yes, motivation. Humans and ghouls. Kaneki fights for what the hell is that? No, seriously, what the fuck is that? His shit has undergone so many transformations. I've long since stopped trying to keep track of it all because it keeps coming back different. Did it look like angel wings previously too? White crosses, is this a Jesus allegory? That's cool though. See, now it's starting to look kind of like something out of D. Gray Man. Oh. Man. Did he get his arm? Well, this is weird. Do you see yourself as some purveyor of justice now? Are you the protagonist now, investigator? You're a pretty big reason the world's destroyed right now. The world? Has this spread beyond Tokyo? You saw Tokyo, didn't you? No? How did it feel? See all those people you sacrificed? You activated this, dude. Don't lie this at his feet. Nothing that has happened to Kaneki has ever actually been his choice. And to say, oh man, he could have stopped it if he just died. Come on. It's not just humans. You even stole the lives of many ghouls when you saw that to be fit. Because of that, I got to enjoy myself quite a bit. Trying to guilt him when you tried to protect yourself from those much more powerful than you at the Algary Tree hideout. When you tried to protect the cafe in the 20th Ward. When you tried to protect your fake family as Heisei Sasaki. When you tried to protect the land of ghouls as the One-Eyed King. Thank you for explaining the plot of every season. You failed at all the above. Oh, it was so refreshing. No matter how much you struggle. Hey, you don't even really know him, though. That's the thing. And we have the benefit of knowing that a lot of the stuff Kaneki did was hardly ever for any kind of selfish reason. I mean, at most, it was selfish because he wanted to protect his friends and family. And how much you struggle, there are things you just can't change. Yes, you're going to fail again today. You're going to ruin everything. I almost feel like he's projecting a bit, trying to make Kaneki the failure that he can look down upon, when maybe that's what the Washu clan saw him as, something disposable. I think he's running out of steam, Fruit. That's with that expression. You really think you have the upper hand here? You're so freaking hilarious. This isn't enough. I killed off the Washu clan. Thank you for that. They needed to die. Honestly, had he not killed them off, this probably would have been a lot more difficult. And in the history of the CCG. Again, thank you for that. And unleash a dragon upon this world that stole countless lives. F you for that. That was the messed up. That was the really messed up part. I mean, the rest of it was messed up, but that was the real messed up part. Oh god, it just isn't enough. Why? Why is it not enough? Give it, what the hell? All to be, what the fuck? God, okay, yeah. All the clowns have these weird transformations, which goes to show that they probably consumed other ghouls. Oh, dang. Oh, hey. Oh, man. More. Jeez, he is raging. Give it all to me. You're doing pretty good for something you never tested out before. Oh, slay the beast. Oh, he's got the one cross. Is he using that as a sword? Yeah, one final strike. Jeez. Come on. Look, you only got one blade. Just condense everything you had before into the blade. Oh, God. Blood. Jeez. Oh boy, so many of them. They just keep coming. What? Monsieur. Oh shit. Honestly, I kind of thought he died. Go crazy, guys. Yeah. You're just getting better. Don't work too hard. Kagome. When will the bird leave its cage? So, investigator, don't you ever think everything is for naught? So he was doing this out of some sense of despair? Living, dying, to create, to consume. It's all worthless. It's all pointless. It's all stupid. Damn. Nice. This world is basically a toy box. You play all you can, but when the time comes, it's all over. I mean, that's kind of what it means to live. You try to live to the fullest, but sometimes you don't have everything you want to actually succeed. The box is shut, never to open again. You're pretty pathetic yourself, investigator. You keep struggling in this pathetic world. You came all this way by yourself. If you hadn't encountered Rize back then, you wouldn't have been burdened with such an annoying role. I guess that's true. I mean, you were after Rize that day and not Kaneki. Fruta. I was just a guy who liked to read that you can find anywhere. But the day I met Rize, everything changed. I haven't had people come for my life. I've been gravely injured. There have been times I've failed and lost things because of that. Takizawa! But I found a new place to belong. You and someone I can call a mentor. Kura? Their relationship is so weird to me. Kura and Nishi, I found friends and someone I love, despite all the mistakes I've made, despite how many people I hurt. I can't believe that it's all for naught, right? Oh my god, Matsuriwashi, he actually showed up! Oh my god, I thought the anime completely forgot about him. Jesus! So, even if I know everything that's going to happen, I think I still would have met Rize that day. Everything that happened was necessary for me. This world isn't a mistake. It's just there. See, that's something that I've had to kind of come to terms with too. And it's not as though I've completely accepted that. You know, sometimes it gets rough. But looking back on a lot of the hard times I've been through, the people I may have hurt, the people I may have helped to lift up, the mistakes I've made, the things I've done correctly, the bridges I've burned, the bridges I've made. I mean, it can be hard sometimes to not wallow in that despair, which I think is what Furuta ended up doing. But you also just kind of have to understand that that's just life. As tough as it may be to hear, life sucks. And that's all there is to it. So you just kind of have to make the best of it. Would I take anything back? No, because a lot of the worst things that have happened to me have helped make me a better person in a lot of ways. The missteps, the pitfalls, the failures. I don't think I would have gained as much as I have had I not gone through that. And I don't think I'd be as durable to certain things as I am right now if not for that. But not everybody can see things from that point of view. Everyone has their breaking point, and sometimes that can drive you into doing very, very terrible things. Oh, believe me, I know. But you can always try to make the world better, especially for someone going through a rough time like you. Even if everything just goes to waste someday, I'll just keep struggling, just like I am today. Exactly, that is. When it gets right down to it, it's just like, hey, you've struggled this far. What's a few more steps? Man, I just don't get you. Oh man, I'm gonna die underground like this. Seriously. He said it in English. This world is seriously fucked. Say, investigator, if I said I just wanted to live a normal life, you'd probably just laugh at me, right? So that's it. His bitterness, all this was kind of like because he wasn't allowed to have something normal. Something most people probably would take for granted. Something that Kaneki probably took for granted. No, that's my turn. Rize. Alright, he had a crush on Rize. Serious. I don't want to stay like this, even after we get really old. I never want to get really old, Nomura. What? Really? I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. You know, for all the terrible things he did, and seriously, F him. There is still a part of me that understands that he was a victim of someone else's machination. So much of what happened to Kaneki over the course of this was all at the machinations of someone who was at the machinations of someone else. Manipulations upon manipulations, striking back against striking back. Whether it was Eto, Arma, Furuta, Rize, Kano, the Washus, just a bunch of cycles that have thankfully, seemingly, started coming to an end. So wild seeing those two standing side by side. But what now? So many down. Hey, calling all personnel. Wanna smoke? You will now end this battle. All personnel are to tend to the wounded. I repeat, the battle has ended. All personnel are to tend to the wounded. So they got through it. Oh, I swear, I thought we could have gone without seeing that. I will say, kind of anticlimactic. Maybe the manga did something more interesting. Jeez, oh. And the sky suddenly clear. Oh, right, Bonjo. Jesus, Kimi. Oh, right, we still gotta take out the core. Ugh, they're all glowing. Kaneki, the core is definitely up ahead. Please hurry, Kaneki. You better come back. Take, to have something taken. To capture, to be captured. To obey. And make someone obey. Oh God. And repeating the actions of reaffirmation and denying over again. We fight so we don't lose anymore. Yet the people we love, our place in the world, will one day disappear. In the end, we will be forgotten. It's sad to be alive. It's painful. Even then. What the hell is that? Oh, that's that thing he did before. If we know we're going to suffer loss someday, even though we know we undesirably seek it, we want to stay beautiful. And so I choose, and will continue to choose, and continue to be chosen. Rize, goodbye, Rize. Thank you. So it all comes full circle. It's still weird, because last time we saw her with Yomo, it's like she was barely kind of cognizant to a certain degree. And Kaneki had that conversation with her, and I don't know. It's weird that she ended up in this state, even in terms of the manga. And all the lights fade. Oh, so she's really dead. Go, Kaneki, go! Oh God! Jesus! Ahata. And now, say, Kaneki, I have been watching you this whole time. Is that Rize? Kaneki, Ken, Sasaki, Kaneki, I say. Ken, Kaneki, Sasan, Maman, Sensei, I say, Kaneki, Toka. 6 years later. God, that was abrupt. Since then, Tokyo has changed. All the eggs containing the poison has been destroyed, which stopped more people from turning into ghouls. The progression of regenerative medicine which came from the cells from the dragon spawn, had saved countless lives. Huh? Oh god, Tsunohara? Gee, it might just be the art style, but man, he looks so much smaller. So what Kano did was able to actually still have a benefit. It's hard to say, at the cost of so many lives, now more lives can be saved. Oh, jeez. Psycho, she got better. Among the numerous corpses discovered on Hiroshima was a corpse which had undergone the Quink's operation. It was determined to be Shirazu's body. He found it. It's Shirazu's grave. Who the heck is that? Who was that person? The hell? Group picture. Bus? Hide? Oh, it's them. Never fully got to know their characters. Is that? Oh god, did they have a baby? Oh god, no. Is that Naki? What? Hanami and... who the heck is that? That's supposed to be Ayato? Oh my god. That Nishiki, Banjo, and Shu? Oh, is this where... Oh my god. Is that Yobo? Oh no, they had a little girl? Wait, why would she have white hair? Kaneki's white hair shouldn't have been. Then again, it's kind of weird how that worked, because his black hair was coming back, then it fully came back, and then it went back to white again, so who knows how his DNA works. Oh, Mama Toka? God, she looks older now. Jesus, my god. It's kind of surreal. You're so much older. Oh, the cup from Enteku. Aw, Kaneki. God, Ayato keeps looking so different from adaptation to adaptation. Like, Yomo looks almost exactly the same. And even Hanami, I can still tell who she is. But Ayato? Oh my god. Banjo? No. Hide looks the same. And even Nishiki with his... ever-changing hairstyle. God, that hairstyle, god. But I swear, Ayato's character design feels like it changes the most. So those are permanent marks on his face. Well, let's be honest, considering everything he's been through, if that's the worst kind of scars he's gotten out of the deal, he got off lucky. See, not a terrible ending, but it feels like it could have been so much better. Because it feels like we were in a rush to wrap things up. I feel like you almost needed a whole entire episode for that epilogue. The anime kind of got to me a little bit. It's been such a long journey. I couldn't not have some kind of attachment to the anime despite its shortcomings. Oh no, I don't hate it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Toka filled out. Like, she is woman. Like, she got the mom look going on fully. What a nice day. Alright. Give me a second while I, go through the manga. Alright, yeah, so shame on them for not having a narration about everything that friggin' happened in the manga. So you should be seeing where I'm at in the manga now. So, in terms of Furuta, honestly, I feel the same about him in the manga as I do for the anime. Although they go a little bit further into what he wanted between him and Rize, which, considering he ultimately kind of used her along with V in the end, it kind of raises a lot of questions about how he felt about a lot of things, but I mean, she didn't really want what he wanted, so I don't know. The end for Rize, that's a tough one, because she really does come off as just a tool, and I don't know how to feel about that. Because when I found out she was alive, I kept thinking she would play some part in all of this, or we'd see her in action fully. But aside from what the anime decided to do in the first episode by seeing her go up against Jason, I mean, it's the legend of Rize that persists more than anything else. And I think I would have loved even just a little bit more time to fully kind of understand, but maybe that would have made it worse. There's this ethereal feeling as to not fully being able to understand Rize, even after she was brought back alive, more or less. I don't know, I just hate that Yomo went through the effort of saving her, got her to safety, and then bam, she's back in the enemy's hands. It's like, okay, then what happened? What did I miss? And I will say this, Irumi and Koma, they kept getting done dirty in damn near every adaptation. Whereas the anime just kills them off when you think they're dead. The manga brings them back to join the GOAT, which was cool, only for them to die off unceremoniously off panel only for them to be brought back as these puppet things, only for them to be killed off after the dragon is dealt with. It's like, dude, you could have just let them live. Like, God, at that point, with as many times as they managed to cheat death, to go out like this, that was kind of bunk. I'm sorry, I'm actually kind of annoyed at that. Way too many psych out deaths just to keep bringing them back, and to finally do it, it's just like, I don't even know how I should feel at this point. And you desecrated their memories just as much as the V's ended up doing it. Yeah, we definitely needed a narration to just go over all the things that changed, because if you're just watching the anime, you don't even know that, hey, some ghouls are working together with the humans, some ghouls are out there still doing their own thing, some ghouls are still terrorizing humans. Kimi is working on an artificial food source for the ghouls, which should have hopefully have been a thing from the start. At least now that they're actually working together, there could be some progress for ghouls who might actually want to live human lives. And because of everything that went down, there's now medicine that can help people in ways that you would never think they'd be able to. Like, now you can recover almost as though you were a ghoul. And there's also, the manga doesn't even answer the question, what happens to people who were changed into ghouls? I mean, they probably now work with Kimi and the researcher along with Nishiki in order to get the food supplements and all that, but man, that raises so many questions, and the anime could have expanded on that. Hide, it's hard to say how I feel about Hide, because it would have been in poor taste, because it looks like he got healed up to some degree, but he's still wearing a mask. So, I don't know, maybe he took some of that stuff and it healed him? It's hard to say. I really do have to wonder what's behind that mask. Murata with long hair is very weird. Shu and Banjo working together. So many people working under Banjo. I kinda like the development Banjo ended up getting. I hate how toned down his role was in the anime, though. Suzuki did not deserve, well, Matsuri, I should say. It's hard to say what he deserved in the end, because I kept waiting for him to die, but he never did. But Kikyo, she didn't deserve to have her legs taken. I gotta understand why her nephew was so pissed, but the fact that she was just like, casualty of war, get over it, kid. I'm like, damn, badass chick. But it's just like she remained single her entire life. It's just like, I mean, yeah, I guess don't just pair people up willy-nilly, but that's kind of a bummer. And Mogan, I thought she and Mogan had some kind of special relationship going on, and to find out he became a monk. Ui's role feels so undercooked in the end. I'm glad the Tokage dude was stabbed to death by his student. Like, screw that guy. He got what he deserved, considering he's the source of so many terrible things. Hirako just pretty much retiring is weird. Ito, like, a lot of the places we leave a lot of characters, again, feel so undercooked. Like, oh, this character went off and did this, and this character went off and did that. It just feels so matter of fact and sterile. Like, for all the time and effort we spent on a lot of these characters, like, I'm glad they're living their lives, but man, it's kinda, I feel like the anime should have added more for Fura, especially considering that we animated the Arama's thing. We feel like we should have at least seen his wife in the epilogue there, but I don't know. Again, another undercooked element. The fact that Haru, Genshi's sister, was featured and I didn't have any idea who the hell she was is criminal. I really did think that the plug was just pulled on her. I'm glad it wasn't. Like, thank you. I maybe should have recognized her because of the eyes. I don't know. But I'm glad at least she was saved after, especially because of everything Genshi was trying to do to save her. Jizo and Shinohara's reunion was honestly very beautiful. I'm very glad for that. And Jizo's Wilder character really got toned down because of what happened to him, but seeing the emotion he ended up having from him coming back was very nice. Nobody on Jizo's squad died, which is a good thing ultimately. And Naki and Misa having 9 kids. Jesus. And I love that One's called Nagi and one's called Nagi, after the duo. God, 9 kids, man, they went at it after everything was said and done. Jesus. Also, I'm kind of pissed off, because Nishiki and Kimi didn't get married. What the hell? It's been 6 years. What you guys do? I mean, I get it. She's a career woman. Her job is her life. But, how dare they not have children and not even be married? Like, my God, the first real established ghoul and human relationship that we really got to see, and that led to so many wonderful things, and they don't even have kids afterwards? What BS is that? Like, at least marry the woman. What the hell is wrong with you, Nishiki? Shame. That's an L. That is a massive L. Also, another L, one of the biggest crimes, the lack of everything the anime didn't do with Madam A. Madam A was a hilarious character in the manga, and the anime did nothing with that. That is a crime. Chie just disappears into the ether. She was so prominent, especially in terms of so many elements for a while, and then she just goes poof towards the end. Like, this little tidbit about what happened to her, just like an aside, just like, oh right, Chie. Like, oh my God. Like, I've said that the anime does some characters dirty, but even with the manga, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, Chie just did this. It's like, crap, I forgot about Chie. She was such a non-character towards the end. But then again, what was she really gonna do? Shikore, still being out there killing people. I knew he probably wasn't dead. Oh my God, and we never got to see his beast state. Did he always have this giant weird-ass beast state? Or is it just what he's become? Like, he's just still out there killing? God, I guess if there's ever a continuation, we know what one of the enemies will be. Takizawa, I don't know, I'm kind of bummed about where he ended up. Something about Tomoe, Takizawa, and Yasuhisa or Kuro just feels like, I don't know, for some reason some of the separate ways a lot of the characters went doesn't really sit well with me. I'm just a baby like that. Also, I'm just realizing, in the anime, Akira joins in the fight, but in the manga, she's just gone. She's out of the story, which leaves me a little conflicted. I can kind of understand why she wouldn't be involved, but at the same time, like, come on. I thought she was there at the CCG when everyone joined forces. Shoot, if anything, we should have had her, like, hugging Amon after everything that happened with Donato. And not to mention, the manga doesn't even really go into any detail about what happened to them. I mean, yeah, we see a silhouette of them together. That's it. The hell? That's so weird. That's why I'm so thrown by these little bits of information for all the characters, because it just feels like, why does it feel like this was put together at the last second? Like the mangaka didn't even think about what was going to happen to some of these characters after the fact. I mean, does that speak to how undercooked they were as characters in general? Or you just never even really thought about that, which is kind of a bummer. Then there's new members of the Qs who, God, I'm actually kind of glad the anime didn't do anything with them, because it's like, the newer members of the Qs we had before were barely had anything done with them in the anime. Don't include them in this anime. They'll be lucky if they get one still image. I don't know how to feel about the fact that Mitsuki didn't even come by Kaneki's place. I mean, I get it ultimately. Mitsuki probably still feels some form of confliction, but I don't know. That makes me hate what went down between them even more so. Because it's like, man, Mitsuki, visit Kaneki, see his baby. Then again, Mitsuki did give an apple, so I guess that's something. Even in terms of the manga, Ayato looks so different. And also, I mean, I don't know, it keeps feeling like they were hinting that maybe something more was going on with Hayato and Hinami. Like, I always thought there was a bit of a bigger age difference, but like, no, Ayato and Hinami are 1 year apart. I thought, I mean, it's even kind of hinted maybe there's something going on with them. And yet, nothing. Like, dude, Ayato pretty much changed so much of his rough personality. That's the one thing about Route A, what I will say was kind of good, was that at least it gave Kaneki and Ayato more time to kind of bond, where I could really buy into Ayato softening to Kaneki a little bit more, along with, Hanami and all that. But Hanami in the manga is the biggest reason why Ayato changed, because he understood what it meant to want to protect someone. And I'm like, really? Nothing in terms of relationship? I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, like, if even Hide's like lampshading it, it's just like, come on. At least say they're kind of dating on the sly. I don't know. I feel like it's a thing, but they're not saying it in as many words. I also would have liked to have seen Yoriko and Toka have some kind of reunion. They both have babies. Come on. Mommy day out. Also, Kuroiwa lived? He lived. He lived. After all of that, he lived. I straight up thought Furuta killed him. I thought he was done. I thought he was dead. Holy crap. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. The manga will kill off characters and then other characters will live, and it's just like characters who feel like they should have died lived, and characters who feel like they should have lived died. And I'm so conflicted on that. Maybe that's just me. Masato got done dirty in this series. Uta, Itori, Nico, I don't even know what to say about their role and everything. Toka is hot. Like, the older she gets, the hotter she gets. I'm not even gonna deny that. Motherhood, damn. I love how the crew just comes rolling in. It still gets me that Psycho refers to Toka as Mamon's wife. I don't know what it is about that. It's like, Psycho, you know her name. You've known each other for 6 years. Call her Toka. Like, what is wrong with you? But then again, she would be Psycho otherwise. Kaneki is in a bit of a rougher shape in the manga than in the anime, but I mean, it doesn't really play into too much, except for some more visible scars, so it is what it is. I do kind of wish we had that last discussion between Hide and Kaneki in the anime, just because, I mean, I don't know. Just to know that Kaneki is still fighting the good fight out there. It kind of shows that his journey was going from being a very passive person who just kind of let stuff happen and being a victim to being someone who took a more active role in the world as a whole, constantly doing what he could where he could. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but even knowing that there are those out there who, to some degree hate him because of him being a part of the dragon that unleashed so much terrible things. And man, Hide did a lot for Kaneki. I don't know, having that last discussion between them feels like we should have had that too. Because we kind of opened up with the two of them talking, right? Yeah, we opened up with Hide and Kaneki just talking over a cup of coffee. And I feel like that would have also kind of brought things full circle for the anime too, as it kind of does for the manga. And the manga does a lot to kind of set up enough that you could keep going with something more, something extra. The dragon orphans. Also, did Eto live? Because she kind of came back in the manga, and even the anime kind of leaves it kind of up in the air, because the taxidermy doll just disappears. So it's like, is Eto gonna come back? So odd. And then you have Ichika Kaneki. I wonder who gave her the name. I mean, she's probably adored by everyone. Probably gets away with so much more than she should. I could see that. Loved to pieces. It's interesting. Apparently she can naturally eat food? I wonder if it's the nature of... Because Eto had to... But then again, Kaneki isn't a pure ghoul. I do find myself wondering if the mangaka will ever come back to the series, because I've seen that they had done a bit of a doodle where you have an older Ichika as a half ghoul working with the CCG, and it's called like New York Ghoul. I'd actually kind of be interested in seeing how that would go down. But overall, I do love Kaneki and Toka's love story. It's very beautiful. I kind of love the idea of two people who weren't really close at first, but even though they start growing more and more close, then they end up being separated. and then they only see each other a bit from afar in passing glances. But when they finally do come back together, it is like this understanding of how they feel about each other. Very romantic. Wait, Toka gets pregnant again? See, now the floodgates on me looking up stuff have opened. Oh, okay, I couldn't see that. I just thought her hips filled out. But yeah, oh my god, she's got a baby bump. I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Though it's quoted as being an unborn son, but I don't know where they got their information on that one is. Dang. Busy. Alright, okay, it's finally over. That is the end of my journey through Tokyo Ghoul. It's had its ups, it's had its down. Do I regret checking out Tokyo Ghoul? No. It was great to finally check out something that I heard so much great stuff about. And I fully am behind the idea of maybe getting some kind of follow-up that maybe does the series a little bit more justice. But I do not completely condemn the anime, mostly because I've seen plenty of adaptations like this. It's not the all-time worst, but it could have been better. That's ultimately what it comes down to. So as a whole, I enjoyed the journey. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. You've heard plenty of mine if you got to the end of this video, so let it rip in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you later. Till then, bye-bye.